We didn't meet in any dramatic way. I was just on my way to work when I saw her. She was sitting across from me on the subway. She had long, dark hair, and her glasses laid gently on her face. I smiled and waved. I caught her eye, and she smiled at me, like any stranger would. For 2 weeks, I saw her on my way to work. For 2 weeks, we exchanged smiles on the subway, until I built up the courage to approach her. She was very polite, like any stranger would be. She told me her name was Alice, and that she grew up in Maine, and that her favorite book was, well, I don't remember. But in turn, I told her about my job as a publisher, and about my life here in New York, and that my favorite food was pizza. We went out on our first date. We went out for pizza, and afterwards, a walk in the moonlight. I still remember the date, July 30th. One year later, we got married. We had 2 sons who are still looking for fame and fortune 35 years later. I haven't heard from them much. Alice and I were never far from each other, and when we were, it was never for long. I have no regrets. My time with her was wonderful. I took the subway across town the other day. I sat in the same spot from 40 years earlier, but this time without her. I swear I can feel myself going twice as fast without her there to freeze time. I walked with my cane for another half mile into the dementia ward of the hospital to visit her. Opening the door, I saw my Alice. Her hair was long and white, and her glasses laid gently on her face. And she turned and smiled at me, like any stranger would.